I'm Ryan Milton, and welcome back to Protein Power. Every single Monday I'm coming here to tell you how to take control and total power over your nutrition so that you can get results no matter what goal you got. We'll cover a lot of myths, a lot of other topics, and a lot of everything else on the show regarding your nutrition. Please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, share the video, and drop me a comment, give me a thumbs up. This is just one of the 5 awesome shows that I'm running here on this channel for you every week, covering all parts of your fitness journey. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to get more stuff that is useful to know. Alright, so we're going to dive right on in today. What do I want to talk about? Top 5 things that you should never do on a diet. Alright, top 5 things you can never do on a diet. There's so many things, honestly, that I could go into. Dozens of different things that I see all kinds of coaches doing, all kinds of, these different things that pop up on the internet telling you to do, and just bad information everywhere, alright? But I'm going to give you 5 things to consider, 5 things to do. A lot of you are doing a diet right now, right? It's the new year. A lot of people are in it for the weight loss. Some of you might be competitors. You got a diet into a show. A lot of people just follow a diet anyway, stay in a lower caloric range to stay at a more lean body composition, right? So there's all different reasons that you could be in a diet, but what are the top 5 things that you shouldn't do, what Coach Rice says you should never fucking do? And I'd take some notes if I was you, alright? Let's start with number 1. Number one thing you should do, pay attention, number 1 thing you should never, ever do when you start a diet is diet too fast, okay? And that right there, if you just pay attention to this, if you turn this video off now, that will change your life for getting results, okay? Because what always happens is everybody diets too damn fast, and when you diet too fast, you're going to get a fat ass by the time you're done, okay? Diet too fast, hashtag diet too fast, get a fat ass if you're watching Protein Power right now. Truth is, the reason I'm saying that is because when you diet very quickly, sure, you might lose weight faster, you might think the scale's dropping quicker and everything's going sunshine and motherfucking rainbows, but at the end of the day, you're eventually gonna rebound. When that diet ends, when that contest prep ends, when that stage goal's over, whenever you hit your weight loss goal, your body composition goal, whatever, now all hell breaks loose, okay? You dieted too fast, you dropped your calories too hard, and your body was waiting for the day that you be done doing that so it could stack on that fat ass for you, alright? And what happens is you gain a lot of weight. People rebound weight. Not uncommon for competitors to compete and gain 30, 40, sometimes more pounds. We're talking women, by the way, after the competition from doing a too extreme diet. They drop calories too fast. Okay? That's what always happens. It's the same thing for people that in general want to lose weight for lifestyle type goals. They drop it too fast, they cut their calories too quick, and the body responds very poorly and says, guess what? We might lose weight now, but we're coming back with a motherfucking vengeance on you. Alright? And that's what's going to happen. So, dropping your calories too fast, it's the worst thing you can do when it comes to a diet. It's the worst thing you can do when you're trying to get an ideal body composition, unless you only want an ideal body composition for a very short amount of time while you're doing this basically too extreme, too low calorie diet, okay? So what should you actually do then? Because I'm just basically ranting about how you're going to get a fat ass if you cut your calories too fast. Well, you should always try, take a note, if you're paying attention, mental note this shit if you're driving or something. You gotta make sure that you always try to eat as much as you possibly can while still getting results, okay? You should never go out the gate and cut your calories by 1,000. And I know, unfortunately, there's a lot of coaches, gurus, experts out there that are on the Instagram and everything else telling you that, hey, that's the way you should do it. Just cut your calories here. Here's your new calories. You're eating 900 calories because we're on prep, or you need to lose weight, whatever. I cut you down. Not the best way to do it. I know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do that. It's because they want to fucking post stupid transformations on the internet and try to scam people out of money. It's not what longevity will result in good results. You're not going to have good body composition longevity if you do this short-term, too extreme stuff. So you definitely never want to diet too fast. You never want to drop your calories a huge amount. Like I said just a second ago, your goal should always be to as much as you eat. Eat as much as you possibly can. Alright, that's your goal all the time. Eat as much as you possibly can while still getting results, and you will be able to, guess what? Get awesome results. It might take a little longer. Sorry, this is a lifestyle. But guess what? You also get to maintain them. You get to keep them. You're not going to be one of the people gaining back 30, 40 pounds after their diet, being worse off than they started, okay? Which will be the way you go, no matter what. If you do the extreme, your results will be very short-lived. You cut your calories too fast, too hard, your results will be short-lived. Long-term results understands that, okay, to have the best response in the body, I need to drop my calories a little bit. I need to drop my calories down. I need to start seeing how things respond. Maybe I'm going to do more activity. I'm going to spend more time in the gym. I'm gonna, start doing a cardio. I don't know, but the point is, you got to bring all these things into play, see how the body responds, and adjust, adapt, be there with your body as it goes through these processes. Okay? If you're not paying attention, you think you're just gonna cut these calories down, everything's gonna be fucking dandy. You're wrong. You're gonna be in a pot where you're gonna gain all that weight back, and that's not what anybody out here is really trying to do, right? Why do you think so many of the things that pop up, which is actually our next topic, are these damn fads that guarantee you gain the weight back? Topic number 2, fad diets. Never do a fad diet when you're trying to go on a diet, okay? And a fad diet to me is any of the shit that pops up every year, every season, every other day. You're gonna see these new different diets come up with these fucking fancy little names and then these special little protocols that are actually the same shit being regurgitated to you over and over for years and years, literally years and years, right? Like people think keto is a new thing. Keto was around in the fucking 70s and the 60s, it's been around forever, right? Keto goes back beyond that and under different names. These things are not new. They're diets that get regurgitated around all the time. And you know what's fucking funny about all these fad diets? They are always proven in the long term to not work. They're proven in the long term to never work. If you go look at the actual research, you go look at all the different researches of the things that came up about all these different diets. You know the guy that invented keto, right? Like that he took the name for it, the Atkins diet was what it was in the 60s and 70s. He died of a damn heart attack, okay? Didn't work in the long term for this guy. Didn't work for the long term for many, many people, right? But the stuff you see on the internet hype, the infomercials, all the people selling these special supplements, it makes it look like it works. Yeah, some well-photoshopped transformations make it look like it worked. Even if they're not photoshopped transformations. You take a transformation photo side by side and you say it's the keto diet. Well, what was their training like? How long did they actually do these diets? What other diets did they do before this? How do you even know that they actually did the keto and they didn't just get paid to say they did it? This is the kind of stuff that goes on. So never do a fat diet. I don't care if you think it's going to work. I don't care if it works for you. It won't work in the long term most of the time. The amount of people that can do keto for a very long time, very little amount of people. Yeah, there's always going to be them outliers. But for the general, average, everyday human being, is it the best form of dieting? No. What is learning your nutrition, taking control of your nutrition, understanding your nutrition, understanding calories in versus calories out, understanding what a macronutrient is, a micronutrient is, minerals, vitamins, how you need to get these things, when you need to eat, how your body responds, and everything else. And you don't get that on any of these damn fad diets. I've seen some diets that are literally like, in these women's magazines from years ago, Cosmopolitan and all this stuff. I don't even know if that's the actual magazine, so don't come at me if it's not. But I've seen some stuff on the internet where they recommend a coffee and a boiled egg diet. If you want to lose weight, here's what you do. You have a boiled egg a day with 6 cups of coffee, and you're going to be great. What the hell is going on around here? Fad diet, great, whatever, do it. You might get some results, you might lose a little weight, you might feel like, oh, my pants shrunk, everything's great. And guess what? You're gonna be buying 6 times fucking bigger pants by the end of that bullshit. Alright? And so don't do the fad diets. Never do the fad diets. Do the diets that work long term, and you're gonna get results. Guess what? In the long term. Alright? Number three, the number three thing that you should never, ever fucking ever do when it comes to dieting is overtrain, okay? I know that this is a lot of people's temptation. A lot of you out there, you want to lose weight, you want to burn fat, you hate the way you look, you wake up in the mirror every day and you're like, what the hell is this? How did this happen to me? Or maybe you're just uncomfortable, your clothes aren't fitting right, you've been eating too much in the hall, I don't know what it is, you're not happy with where you're at, you want to go on a diet. So you probably, this is what the chronic fat dieter, the chronic repeat dieter, the chronic rebound dieter does. It does already all the other two that I talked about, but it also does this one. The overtraining, okay? The overtraining is not going to suit you if you don't have it matching your nutrition. So what happens is, you gotta understand that you can't just dive into the gym and go 190 miles an hour if you've been going 0. It won't benefit you, it ain't gonna help you, and you won't get results faster for it. It's gonna stress your damn body out, and your body's gonna rebel against you. And then you probably couple it with a fad diet or some too extreme low-calorie diet, and now you're in the worst spot you could be in for getting results. Guaranteed to rebound if you do overtraining coupled with all that other bullshit I just talked about, okay? What you gotta do when you go to the gym, when you are starting a new fitness goal, you first need to understand, okay, where am I at? What have I been doing? Have I been sitting on Netflix and Doritos for the past 6 months and not been to the gym? Do I go every day to the gym but kind of do nothing because I text between sets and talk to my fucking friends? Do I go to the gym twice a day because I'm a fucking gym rat and maybe I just ate too much pizza over the holidays and now I gained a little bit? You gotta see who you are, where you're at, and what you've been doing, what your conditioning level is. And then you gotta go from there and say, you know what, okay, here's a plan. I have to build a plan. I have to build a plan. I can't just go to the gym and do all this endless hours of whatever, doing too much. I'm gonna, oh, you know what, I want to train for 2 hours weights because I read that's good on fucking Google, and then I also want to throw in a cardio here, and then I'll try to do another one if I can at night. People do this all the time on these diets. Competitors, I'm talking to you. The amount of competitors that are overtraining because they think they can, it's insane, okay? If you're doing an hour, 2 hours of cardio a day, coupled with an hour to 2 to 3 hours, most of the time it's more 2, 3 of weightlifting, you're over fucking training because I guarantee you eating 900 calories, okay? The problem is, you gotta understand, your training has to match with your nutrition. If your calories are down, your output in the gym's gonna be down by default. You're not gonna be getting as much energy, as much fuel, as much this and that for the gym, and your recovery will also be stunted down, okay? So you can't just pop up in the gym and think, you know what, cool, I'm feeling great, whatever, I'm on my little 900 calorie diet, or I'm on my extreme diet, my fat diet, and now you're fucking training so hard, doing so much cardio, you're getting negative calories for the day. The amount of bikini competitors or just, you know, people trying to lose weight in general that are eating severely low calories and then they're doing 2 hours of cardio, well, guess what? You just cut down another 500 calories, okay? So if you're at 1,000, now you're at 500. Then you worked out, now you just probably knocked out another 5. Then whatever else you did, oh, now you're negative calories for the day. Talk about metabolic damage. Talk about hormone damage. Talk about, guess what? You're gonna be a fat fuck when you're done, all right? What you should always do when it comes to this, when it comes to your training, is you gotta build your training program to match your nutrition, okay? This is what I do all the time. I always tell people this. People literally ask me, hey, will you make me just a training program? Will you make me just a meal plan? And I very rarely ever do that because I'm like, no, I cannot match these things and have you get the best results if I'm only doing one of them. Because when I'm working with my normal clients, when any of the Team Flex coaches, we work with any of our clients, we go, okay, what are we gonna do here? How are we gonna build this training? What's this goal? Okay, cool, fat loss, okay, muscle building, whatever. Bring it all in, build it up, build it up. Now, where does the nutrition come in that's going to match that, accelerate that? If I got fire going right here in the gym, how do I put some gasoline on that with the nutrition and get it there faster? And that's what you got to do. You got to make sure your training, your nutrition matches. You got to be following, guess what? Programs for both. Programs for both. Real deal programs. Get a coach. Strongly recommend you get a coach. It just streamlines the process. If your car breaks down, most of you don't get under it and try to fucking fix it because you know that you take it to a mechanic. When your body breaks down, when you're not happy with it, when you've got overweight, yeah, shit, you could go walk on the fucking treadmill, or you can get yourself a coach, just like you get a mechanic, it's going to get you there a lot faster and make sure it's done right, all right? Number 4 thing you should never ever do on a diet is jump around. You know who you are. I've basically been I guarantee you some of you are watching this right now. We're on number 4 and you've been like, shit, I'm literally all of the other ones so far. Now this one, number 4 too. Never jump around, okay? This is hugely important. Hugely important that you are consistent with whatever approach you take. Even if you go hire some stupid ass fucking coach, it's gonna give you a bad program, a bad this and that. You should at least feel it out long enough to understand that it doesn't work. And a lot of you people get good coaches, you get with good qualified programs, you get good things, and then you don't think it's fast enough and you jump somewhere else. Do not jump around. You know how many people do a fad diet, doesn't work for a week, and they jump to another fad diet? You know how people do a coach, they don't get the results they want in the first month, so they jump to a new coach? It's insane. It's like infomercial to infomercial. Every time you see a new damn infomercial, you're buying the next product when you didn't give the first one time to work. So what you gotta do, no matter who you are and what your goal is, competing, weight loss, all that, dieting down, whatever, give it time to see if it's gonna work. And don't expect at all that you're ever gonna be in a spot where you're just gonna get consistent results. You're probably not, but you definitely don't wanna jump around from here to here to here to here, because basically every time you jump, every time you coach hop, every time you program hop, every time you fad diet hop, every time you see something in a fucking magazine and now you think that's what you're gonna do, guess where you start? 0. So if you were here, 0. If you were there, 0. If you're here, 0. Every time you start a new approach, you're basically starting from 0 because you're abandoning the approach and the ground that you had made. If you had consistently been working with somebody for this long, guarantee you your results are getting better. If you had consistently been following some type of diet and it was working a little bit but not fast enough and you jump, you made a mistake. You've made a mistake because now you're back at ground 0, level 1, starting over, and I guarantee you, guess what? You're going to do it again. And you'll look back on your life in about 5-10 years, what a lot of people do, guarantee you, is they say, holy shit, I sat around and I look back on my life and I did dozens, maybe hundreds of different approaches, hundreds of different coaches, hundreds of different trainers, diets, and Google searches, and guess what? I ain't any closer to being where I want to be. This is what happens to people. So what you got to do is you make sure, either way, like I said in the beginning of this little rant right here, is that you stick with the process long enough to know what it's doing. And here's what you also have to understand. As a general rule, if it's working even a little bit, you should probably continue to feel it out. If you go a long period of time and something's not working, well, great. Then maybe it's time to change it. Maybe it's not the right fit. Maybe it is not the right approach, because a lot of you might make mistakes, but you gotta understand that, because here's what you'll do. If you do keto for 2 weeks and it doesn't work, and then you jump off and you try something else, you try the exact opposite, some fucking vegan high carb diet, and then guess what? Well, that doesn't work. And now in a month, you're like, well, I tried keto for 2 weeks, maybe I'll go back to keto. If you give yourself time to feel these things out and you know what works for you, you try keto for like 2-3 months and you realize, wow, this is really just not working, you won't come back to it. You can narrow down your vision, you can narrow down your field, you can figure out what's actually going to work for you and get you results in the long term when you stick with things long enough to understand what's going to be long term, what's going to fit your life, what's going to be in your lifestyle, what can you actually maintain and sustain, which brings us to number 5, the 5th most important thing you should never, ever, ever do when you're on a diet is be reactive. And what I'm talking about is when you're tracking your progress, when this happens, that happens, this doesn't happen, right? You don't want to be reactive. You got to make sure that you're paying attention to the factors of what actual progress looks like, okay? And I'm talking about this. When you start a new diet, you start a new program, you start a new coach, you start a new approach, whatever, great. You're doing your check-ins, you're monitoring yourself, maybe you're one of these psycho people that weigh themselves every day multiple times trying to see if it's working or not. Well, guess what? Even if you're doing it on a weekly scale, monthly scale, people step on these scales, they step on this, they look at their pictures, whatever, and they say, wow, the scale went up. Oh my God, the scale didn't change. Oh my God, I look terrible today. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm reacting. I'm trying something different, right? 4 and 5 on this list go hand in hand with the jump around. But don't be reactive. Don't be reactive if things are not moving. Don't be reactive until you've given it proper time and proper chance. Don't just jump around. Don't give up. Don't think that you should call it quits. Your body is going to fight you. Things are going to happen that are different. I'll tell you what, I've coached thousands and thousands of people over these years. I've only been a fitness coach. I've only been involved in fitness coaching, period, in my entire career. And I will tell you, every single successful person, competitor, lifestyle client, every type of person that ever did well on a diet and actually got results and kept them, their graph, because in my training app, I graph all this, I see all this, the weigh-ins, everything, goes like this. Starts here. Goes up, goes down. This is that graph being all crazy. It's definitely not this. This is what y'all think it's going to be, right? You think you start here, you fat fuck, you're going to get right here in a straight line to where you want to be. It doesn't work. That won't happen. It simply can't. And it won't. And it never will. You're never going to be linear. I've never seen a client in my entire life be linear in results. And this is one of those things that people push to you on the internet. They tell you this is what's going to happen. It's all marketing. It's all bullshit. Real graphs of success look like this. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Sometimes I've seen shit like this. Literally, I've trained some clients, they do this. They drop down a little bit, and then they go plateau, 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 plateau. And I'm saying, hey, don't worry about it, stay consistent. Hey, don't worry about it, stay consistent. Hey, don't worry about it, stay consistent. Don't be reactive, stay fucking consistent. And then boom, they're right at the bottom. They hit it. They got their goal. They did it right in the amount of time, right where they wanted to be. And they got it. And guess what? Since they learned through that process of like, oh, well, I shouldn't be reactive. I shouldn't change my mind. I should just do what I'm told. I should continue on the plan. I'm going to hold to my own damn discipline and stay on track. They get the result. And they know next time, if they get a plateau, they just wait. You just pack your bags, you chill around a little bit, you wait for it, you stay on track, and you will get it. And this is what so many people don't mess up. These are literally the 5 most common things that I know for a diet, whether you're a competitor, you're a lifestyle client, you're anybody. This is the stuff that prevents you from actually getting results. This is the stuff that holds you back and makes sure that you won't ever get there, right? This is what I know from coaching so many people over the years, and I guarantee if my other coaches were here, we just pretend they're right here and right here. They say the same thing. They'd say that, hey, you know what? We've seen this with our clients too. We know that all this stuff comes into play. You should never diet too fast. You shouldn't do these fat diets. You shouldn't overtrain compared to your nutrition. You can't jump around on your approaches, and you definitely don't want to be reactive. If you do those things, and I guarantee you all you watching, you've been guilty of at least one before. Some of you be all the way at 5. Some of you might still be all the way at 5. Some of you might not even be able to fathom the fact that this was reality for you, and now that I spelled it out in front of your face, you understand that's where you've been, that's what you've done, that's why you don't have the results you want, that's why you never got there. So if that's you, I strongly invite you, go to teamfflex.com right now and subscribe to the free trial. It's a pop-up that comes at you. All you have to do is put your email in, and you're going to get into our coaching app where me or one of my coaches, we will help you get on track with whatever fitness goal you have. And it's absolutely free. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to put your card info in. I'm not taking any of your money. This is a free trial because I want to help people. I want to help you get where you want to be in life. I want to help you get your results, whether you're a competitor, you're a lifestyle client, you just have maintenance goals, whatever goals you got, we can help you get there faster. I guarantee you. Going back to the mechanic analogy, if you're in a tough spot, stop trying to fix your own car. Stop trying to get on there and bang your wrench around. Start figuring out the fact that, hey, if your body's in a spot you don't like, you might not be the best one to tell yourself how to do it. You might want to get get with someone that does that for a living, and they will help you get there faster. And that's what we're offering for free on our free trials, that you can come over there and work with world-class, high-quality coaching, certified coaches. We literally train thousands and thousands of clients over the years, immense levels of success stories. It's crazy. I can't even count how many success stories we've had. And that could be you next. So please make sure that if you're one of those people, you're stuck, if you had even one of those 5 things today, even one, go over there and let me tell you how to fix it. And it's totally free. There's no reason not to. Please make sure you take advantage of this. If you don't, you are not serious about your fitness goals. You're going to be the rebounder. You're going to be the person that gains all the way back. You're going to be the one that falls for all these fads and shit, and you continue to do this for the rest of your life. So I invite you, if you really want to get results, you really want to go where you want to be, you really want to put an end to this vicious cycle of bullshittery, you will head over to the website, teamfflex.com, and subscribe right now, and we will help you out. That's an instant access. It'll get you right in there. Other than that, anybody watching, please make sure that you understand those things. At least, even if you're not going to do the trial, you're not going to do any of that, take these things into consideration, okay? You never want to diet too fast. You never want to do a fad diet. You never want to overtrain. You never want to jump around on your approaches, and you never want to be reactive. And I guarantee you, even if you do those things, if you just pay attention to this and you make sure you write this down and you understand this and you literally consider this whenever you're about to get a new coach, you're about to start a new program, a new fad diet pops up, if you consider those 5 things I said right here, I can guarantee you, you will be far more successful, get better results, and go further with your goals than you ever possibly fathom. So please make sure that you write that down, you take that into consideration, and most importantly, if this was helpful to any of you out there, share the video for me, okay? Share this out, put this on your story, tell people to watch this. It's important that we change the status quo of the shit that is pushed on people, the constant money and berating of just bullshit out in the market of the fitness industry, trying to force people to buy shit they don't need, trying to put people in diets that won't work, trying to get people to buy supplements that don't do shit, and so on and so forth. And I make these videos, I do this stuff, I do Protein Power every Monday to help you all take control, power of your nutrition, and get further along with what you're trying to do. And so I strongly, please, I beg of you, just share the video so that we can help more people see it, more people understand it, and more people get results. Thank you for watching Protein Power. I'm Brian Milton. I'll be back tomorrow for, what is it? Iron Palace. I get all these confused. I'll be back for Iron Palace tomorrow. We're talking about training. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you share. Drop me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Thank you for watching. Coach Rod is out.